So this is a late night reading. I decided to pop up on this side here. Uh, I really don't expect for anyone to come. It doesn't matter. I want you to catch the replay. That way, because I think I've only went live on this channel one time. So I felt like it was only befitting that I came live again since I couldn't sleep. So welcome to Truth Revealer here. I'm just going to do a general collective reading here, and we're going to tap into the energy and see what's going on here. Um, there's a lot of, hey, Stephanie, you up? Thank you for stopping by here. I appreciate it. Ordinarily, I would have stopped by at my other channel, but I felt like over there at Brown Eyes Intuitions that they was tired of me, Stephanie. So I had to come over here and tap into the collective energy because, thank you. I appreciate you, my love, Stephanie. I just feel like, there's just, I don't know. It's not that I can't sleep because I think that I stay up late at night. I don't know. It's just a shifting in the energy that I feel. And then I stay up late at night, but then I get up early in the morning because my body is automatically trained that way. And so you know how you go, you do all your work during the day, but then your body just crashes here. I thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you, my love. You know how hey, LaJona, you know how your body just finally shut down. You done stayed up all night long, and then up in the daytime you get really sleepy, and then I take a nap, and then I have all this energy, and then I have all this energy here. And so since I am a single, beautiful queen, I decided to come over here and see what's popping over here, y'all. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope this video finds you guys. Yeah, because I think it's the one in Gibeon's moon here, I believe. It looks very, very ominous here. It looks very, very mysterious here. It does. But let's see. I hope everybody's doing good here. I don't know. There's just something going on in the energy here. It's I guess there's a strong push and pull here, energetically here. And I guess it's more or less more about grounding yourself. Hey, Natasha, how you doing, my love? You up here late night, girl? It's like it's like you could tell something is brewing in this moon energy. It's just that I guess that we need to ground ourselves in it so that we're not shaken and we're not as much affected. And I feel like it has a lot to do with also your placements too. So um I feel like now is the time that a lot of people are soul searching here. This is what I feel like this shift in energy is representing. It's representing people have questions. People, hey Ashanti, and people want answers here, but it's a spiritual thing. It's like how much can you go after the physical things and not feed the internal person here. So I see a lot of introspecting going on. Hey, dirt biker. Hey, y'all up late at night over here, huh? Thank you guys. Shout out to all of my highly favored Scorpios showing up over here. All of my Scorpios, everybody not a member, but I see my Scorpios here. But like I was saying here, it's just like, oh, I love you too, LaJana. See, it's just like people are really soul searching now because people are really in need of answers on a spiritual level here. Because you know that once you can really tap into that higher you self side, your spiritual man, then I feel like things start making more sense here. But if you look at the frequency here, it's like it's you have to really be strong in order to tap into the right frequency and drown out the matrix frequency. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a strong shift taking place here. And I feel like people are really aware of it and people want answers. Um, people want to know that things are all right. People want to know what's going on with your life, what's going on after you take your last breath, What is life about? What is your purpose? What does this mean? What is my next move here? And I feel like this is, see, a lot of people are taking stock here. People are taking stock of their years, of their life here, things that you have invested in, the gains, the losses here. And I feel like it's causing a lot of people to really soul search now because it's needed here. Because check it out, you can obtain all of the physical earthly things of this world and still be very, very poor spiritually, emotionally here, mentally. So it's almost like people are taking stock, people are trying to figure out things, people are having to go within. People are, it's almost like the only way you're going to get any type of release is that you're going to have to tap into that inner man now, because the thing that the people need now is not on the outside of us, it's all from within. So I feel like now is the time where it's forcing people to really go within, because that's the only way you're going to find that peace. That's the only way you're going to find the answers that you seek to the whole question of why we're here. What is your purpose? What am I here to do? You know, what's going on with my life? You know, what am I to do here? I feel like it's about mastering your willpower here, because the wheel is always turning. It's what Spirit is saying here. And I also feel like Spirit is also saying too that since the wheel is always turning, you might as well, don't get so comfortable with things being so bad if things are bad in your life. But then also at the same time, you can't get so comfortable with everything always being so good in your life. I feel like there's a need for balance and moderation, patience here. But more than anything is to get in tune with that inner man, that spiritual man. That spiritual man is the one that's going to help you. Because something is about divine time, and I feel like divine order is trying to be restored. Um, a lot of things, a lot of impulses here that we react to. I don't feel like if we were not so contaminated, so to speak, because I feel like your life, whatever you've been eating, whatever you've been listening to, whatever you've been experiencing, it has become a part of you. That's a part of us all. What we eat, we think, we say, all those things, we are one with it. So I feel like now is the time people are really trying to make some drastic changes. But a lot of times people just don't know how, especially if you have been doing a negative thing for so long. But I also hear Spirit saying, yeah, but just like you've been doing a negative thing for so long, you can make a habit of doing the good thing for so long too, till it becomes a habit and you get good at doing good stuff here. It's almost like people are trying to tame themselves. People are trying to hold back and resist the change that's inevitable here. Because I feel like a lot of people are living with regret and sadness here. Things that you can no longer change, because once the thing, what they say, crying over spilled margaritas, crying over spilled milk, you just imagine if it's already spilled out, there's nothing we can do about it. The thing that we're going to end up doing is taunting ourselves because of something we can't even change. Meanwhile, we got something presented to us, I'm sure, right now in our lives, but sometimes we're so busy holding on to the past things that we forget that the wheel always turns, and that if you were stuck and stagnant, you can move on, but sometimes you do have to tap into them. I also feel like there's a need to connect with the Spirit too. We pray, meditate. This is the time to connect, especially with this hermit card here. Sometimes the only way you're going to get the results that you really seek is that you're going to have to spend that time alone. And it just seems like when you're really trying to manifest something really worth having, you're going to feel alone, because most people are not going to be on that level, and you can't be around lower vibrational people. If what you're trying to manifest is high vibrational, you know you can't be around no negative people. You can't be around nobody who's smiling in your face but behind your back don't want to see you achieve anything. And we deal with people like that every day. And so I feel like what it is, the Spirit is encouraging you to see. You got so many deceitful things here. This is why people are always looking for answers here. But once again, even if there was some deceitful being done here, sometimes people could be running away from the truth. People don't want to acknowledge that they need to make change. People don't want to acknowledge that there is time for change here. That's inevitable. I feel like it's calling for the majority of us, for the people, to kind of go get within and connect with your spiritual man here on a collective level here, because I feel like there's a lot of weeping energy, there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of despair, there's a lot of hopelessness, but there's a lot of happiness too. But you don't hear about the happiness. The happiness does not as it should be. You would think happiness should supersede the sadness. But I feel like that there's so much blood crying out in the land now. There's really no peace. There's no way you are an empath and you can feel people's hurt and pain that you can't feel it here. There's no way. That's why things have to always change and give you a chance to go from doing wrong to start doing right and see what's gonna be. Hey, beautiful disaster, Alex Burnside. Absolutely, dirt biker. Absolutely. Always, Alex. That's the thing. The flesh is like a bottomless pit. You can never fill it up here. Speaking of the Three of Cups here. But I feel like there is a time where the energy is shifting towards a more joyous time, a celebration time here. People are going to move forward and prevail. I do see that. I see a lot of prevailing. I see that if things have been stuck and stagnant, then your passion is going to be reignited here. And you're going to go after the things, and you're going to be very, very successful in this King of Pentacles energy. See, that's beautiful. See, somebody's going to have cause to celebrate. It's almost like you're going to have a brand new beginning here, a brand new opportunity, because you're about to go in territories that you've never been before. You never even thought that you could be there. And man, just know, man is not the one that's putting you there. The Creator is. You've already appointed yourself there because you've already written it in your book of life here. You know, the challenges that you will face here. But it seems like you've already written your outcome too. Because I feel like someone is on their way to being very, very successful here, especially if you are a very, very giving, generous person here. And especially, Spirit say, if you work very, very hard, if you've been working so hard, regardless of the outcome here, Spirit say, I'm going to give you your happiness here. I'm going to make sure your belly is full. And I'm going to make sure there is no lack found in you. But you just have to keep on persevering. You have to keep on moving forward here. And you have to keep on be willing to step outside your comfort zone. Because I feel like the universe is going to send help. The universe is going to send help where people can work together as a team and a unit and not in division here. Because imagine what we can get accomplished if we were together here. So I wonder what's going on in the love relationships. What's going on in the love relationships for the collective? What's going on? Because I feel like there's a lot of hurt here. You would take it. I mean, you can hear, you can feel, you can just feel that energy crying out, like Cain and Abel. Just think about all of the lives that have been spilled on ground. I'm saying, if we're going to look at it like this, we're going to really look at it on a deeper perspective. Think about it though. That's life in that. That's life in that blood, y'all. I'm just saying here that somebody's soul is crying out. Somebody wants justice here. And I feel like there's been such an injustice now to even the blood in the ground is screaming for justice here. And I feel like until they get that justice, it's not gonna fix it. See, judgment here. See, because you see. See, this is the things are starting to come under judgment now. Is what's going on. I feel like the world is being judged. If you really want to know, but you know what? It's not a bad thing for those who have the ear to hear and those who are spiritually awakened, because that means that some people are about to become awakened here. Look, your psychic abilities are about to be heightened here. Look at you. See there? You see that? You see how your spiritual, your intuition and your spiritual gifts are about to be even awakened here. You automatically got it in this high priestess energy, but with this judgment card next to it. See, once you are empowered spiritually, it's a wrap. Because I feel like we were trained to go after the earthly things through earthly means. And it's not to say not educate yourself and do all those, worldly things. But if you're not grounded spiritually, even if you get all the riches in the world, you're still going to be like a dog chasing your tail, because there's still going to be something internally that is missing here. See, somebody's intuition and spiritual gifts are about to be heightened here. But I also feel like the universe is judging the people. The universe is judging the people for the many, many secrets that they keep about, keeping people at a disadvantage here. I feel like there's a lot of greediness in the land. Spirit said there's too much greed, overindulgence, and not enough love, is what Spirit is saying. Spirit say that there's a higher need for overindulgence than it is for love here. And that's the problem. Too many hidden things behind the scenes. I feel like people in positions are abusing their positions here. They're sitting on secrets. It's like they're throwing stones and they're hiding their hands here. Somebody's throwing stones and hiding their hands here. And as a result, they're being judged for this because somebody was greedy. Somebody was greedy and they were called to show and share love here. Could have been somebody here who was cold and detached and only concerned about themselves. And I feel like this is why the world is being judged, y'all. I feel like this is why the world is being judged, because the world is greedy now. It's greedy. It's not showing no love here. Think about all the homeless people out here. Think about all these restaurants that throw away all this food. Think about how we do food. We got to keep it real too. Think about the all you can eat buffets, y'all. Think about the all you can eat buffets that we go and we stuff our faces on, and people out here probably freezing and can't eat, and regardless to why they out here homeless, it's like too much greed and not enough love here. So this is why I feel like sometimes the relationships are not working. It's almost like if we're not our brother's keeper, if we're not showing the love to our neighbors and to the people around us, but we want to live in a perfect bubble, it's not going to happen like that. And I'm not saying you can save the world, but I feel like whatever thing that you can add, I feel like if everybody added something, if everybody added some love to it, it would be a better place here. And it wouldn't be anyone out here lacking anything. But this is a greedy, selfish world we live in. And as a result, a lot of things are being affected, even your relationships, because people are stuck in the carnal minded here. Meanwhile, a lot of people are bruised, they're damaged. People got a lot of baggages that they're walking around here with. And even though people are wounded from life, from their obstacles, from their challenges, from whatever their life purpose got them here doing here, they still want love here. Someone still wants love here. Somebody still wants love here, even though they may feel defeated here. See, I feel like when it comes to love, when you meet someone today, you have to understand that everyone has a past. Everyone has a story, and a lot of people have wounds. Now, I feel like the difference is whether or not people are working on healing those wounds, or whether or not someone is just trying to suppress them. But I feel like if someone is trying to suppress them, it's not going to work out anyway here. So I feel like there's a lot of watching going on here. I feel like everybody is paying attention to everybody else instead of doing their own self-healing here, because there go the Virgo card again. Too many people are paying attention to other people's lives instead of watching their own. And Spirit is saying some people need to get their own house in order instead of paying attention to other people, is what I'm seeing here. Because there's a brighter day coming here. Wow, Spirit said there's a brighter day coming in love and happiness. With the Sun card, this Ace of Cups, and this Eight of Wands here. Because I feel like people have been holding back and people have been selfish because half of the world hurt. People nowadays, when they meet you, they're going to hold back. You don't find out that they're actually holding back until you done got deep into the relationship and you realize this person's been intentionally holding back, but it's because they came in with baggage. And a lot of times we as people, we do. So you got the Page of Swords here. Like I say, somebody's too busy watching somebody else here instead of getting their own house in order and doing their own shadow work here. And I feel like that's what it is. See, Seven of Swords here. Somebody, see, you know, people find more excitement in other people's lives than their own, because some people don't want to face their life, and no one's life is perfect. But I'm just saying, when you wounded and you look, Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, when you got issues like that, you supposed to be focusing on yourself here, I feel like here. So I feel like when it comes to love, I feel like there's always an opportunity. There's always a beautiful opportunity to love, to be loved, to start love here. But everybody is wounded here. Everybody is wounded, and no one is being their true, authentic selves here. You know, it's like people will study you, but they will hide what they doing. You know, ain't that something? People want to know what you doing, but they hide what they are doing. And I feel like I said, it's just too many secrets going on here. And it's all because people are wounded. So the irony of it, it's almost like you got to be prepared to play this love game if you want to start dating someone. And that's what I feel like it ends up being. It don't never start that way. Now we know how it started, like a beautiful sunshine, don't it? But sometimes it ends in total disaster and dishonesty here. So that's why I feel like everybody needs to be healed. If you clean up your own house, if you work on your own self here. Wow, you lived in a forest before dirt. Wow. Hey, Lachey. Wow, you got an exciting life, Dirt. You did some things here. I would be horrified to be in the forest. You said forest. Now I know the difference between forest and woods. Like my grandson used to call my backyard the forest. I'm like, boy, we straight in the hood. You have no idea. Oh my goodness. Wow. I can tell you have a lot of stories to tell, Dirk, here. But like I feel like somebody wants love, but they just don't know how to get it. People play too many games, and that's the problem. People make you play games just to love them, y'all, and it's just too much. Knight of Cups. See, somebody's finna pursue someone in love here. Someone is about to pursue someone in love here, even though they're wounded. 5 miles, Dirt. Are you serious? So let me ask you this, Dirt, then. Do you believe in Sasquatch and Bigfoot and Dogman and all those like that? Because they be in the forest, all those cryptids. Now I'm saying, look, you see the spaceships, you see more footage and more footage every day. I'm just saying that we got a whole dimension going on, stuff going on here. True that, Alex. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, yeah, see. Because it's almost like you're gonna have to be tapped in spiritually to deal with the physical thing. It's just too much. It's just too much, and we ain't seen nothing yet. So I feel like somebody got somebody coming to them with their cup of love here. And it could very well be that this person don't want to reveal too much about themselves here. Come on, Dirt, you ain't never heard that. For real, you never heard about that? You never heard about, maybe I watched too much TV. I believe it though. I just believe it though. Wow, so you are alone if you living out there in the forest, Dirt. So what kind of wildlife is out there where you live? Right. You caught that, Alex. Oh, it was lovely, Stephanie. I always wanted to go too, and I wanted to go before, but my auntie didn't want me to travel alone, and now I get it now. I wouldn't have wanted to go alone because I had to get on one plane to go to another and all that stuff like that, and I would have been out there alone, I mean, I had her, but as far as go do things, I don't think she would have went and done things. Like my niece, she young, plus that is her birthday, so it fit right in. But I had always wanted to go, and it was such a disappointment because she was like, "You need to wait and come with somebody." And when that opportunity came, because it was a spare of the moment thing. And so yeah, I jumped at it, and I felt good because I got a chance to face my fears because I was afraid of flying, but I was afraid of not going too. I'm like, girl, if you don't get your ass on that plane, you know you want to go somewhere. You better stop playing. I bet you do, Dirk. Why don't it would be nice to talk to you. I would love to interview you, Dirk. If you'd be open to share some of your wow, beautiful, amazing stories. If you're not shy. Thank you, Stephanie. And honey, we was out there walking. It was cold. The wind was flying everywhere. And we was because we had to walk we walked downtown, but if we wanted to go further downtown, we had to catch Ubers, and we was steady buying stuff, but it was worth it because we had a nice place. And I'm telling you, hip y'all to game. No, actually, you don't, Dirt. But still, I don't know if you want to do that, but I just feel like you're very, very interesting. I always got that. I always got that energy that you've lived a very, very interesting, exciting life here, and I'm sure that people would love to hear about it. And you don't have to show your face. You could go behind the screen too. But what I noticed, one on one nowhere. I'm talking about for the Scorpios. That sounds like you from down under now with no worries. That's what they say. I know that's Australian because that's what they say. No worries, mates. Right? I want you to. I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying, but I'm talking about like when I go live, I could go on a StreamYard and I can post the stream and I could post the link and you could come up with me. Stop it, Stephanie. No, you wouldn't either. Now with that wind was whooping your tail 200. And plus that girl, it's this weird energy out there. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. Well, I'm not gonna say weird, but it just we was on our own vibe here. We were just I just really took a lot of videos and stuff like that. Well, actually it did, but it didn't because you're always on my mind here. I'm trying to get Dirt Biker stays in Australia and he stays out there in the boondocks by himself. I've always been curious about people who live so far out because I always hear so many stories because you have to understand there's a lot of uncharted territory. There's on the land, in the water, there's a lot of places, and I feel like there's other life forms. I do. I feel like it's other life forms, okay? And I've seen proof. I've seen videos that I believe is the truth. And especially if there's other galaxies and dimensions, y'all, you got to believe that Earth is not the only thing out here, y'all. Come on now. And I'm not knocking you if you don't, but I'm just saying, surely. Just think how boring that would be. So I also see, you want to see sea creatures? I know, Stephanie. Oh, snap. But it was fun, though. It was fun. But I feel like whoever this is for, your days, shout out to the Scorpios here. Your day is somebody was stressing, that's gonna be over here. You've paid your dues here. You now I can't believe you so you must be like a loner here. Do you spend a lot of time alone? Do you like a lot of time alone? You must like to ride the dirt bikes. I'm just kidding, Dirk, but I'm just curious. I'm like, wow. Because it amazes me. Think about it, y'all. Once upon a time, we could never do this. On a time we could actually talk to other people, from all around the world. Just think we're talking from all over the world here. This in itself is amazing to me. But it seemed like spirit, somebody's worry and stress for nice is about to be over here. I feel like you done served your dues. Spirit said you done served your time here. And something is about to be over here. So let's find out, why is the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? What's going on here? Snail mail. Do you go hunting a lot, Dirk? I'm curious now. Do you hunt? So someone, that's a man, a strong man. He said, look. Really? You don't? Why, y'all, Dirt is a secret CIA or something. Oh, you don't? Oh, you sound like a gentle soul. Now, I feel like people are ending third party relationships and the hidden mistresses type of energy. Ain't nobody putting up with that no more. See, people are tired of the same old mess. People are getting tired. That's why you always hear about here. He can wrestle them critters, y'all. Heck yeah, Stephanie, he can wrestle them critters, and then we'll be eating some on the live pit. Drinking some moonshine and things, what they call it, some rot gut. Every time you take a shot, you start crying. Or every time you take a sip, your eyes get teary. Sounds like Dirk could be Crocodile Dundee. That's what I'm saying, mate. Oh, Dirk, they own you. Hell no, Crocodile Dundee is a Karen. Really? Dirk, you funny. Are you really, Stephanie? That would be amazing. Go for that, Stephanie. I would root for you. I would watch you. I used to watch those shows. I love those shows. You could do it too, Stephanie. If that's how you feel, you should be making videos then. Just look at the stars when you want to communicate. Wow. Man, you remember those Mayans? They had those secret, they knew how to do all those things. We the ones got to pick up a phone and call you. They could tell by the stars when to plant their food, and how, based on the cycle that you're born, what type of energy you are. I mean, man, I just feel like we're so disconnected now. We seems like we're getting diluted information instead of the full. We're getting the bones, not the meat of the message here. But the truth is out here, and it is coming to light here. I do see that. But see, people ain't dealing with the same old mess no more. So like I was finna say here, all I need is the sales from a cookbook. Really? Are they paying that much, Stephanie? Wow, Stephanie, you should do it. What are you gonna cook? What is your specialty? See, y'all so interested here. You're very, very interesting. See, y'all some very, very intelligent, beautiful people out here. It is an honor to talk to you guys. It is. But like I say, folks ain't putting up with that mess no more. Now, see, what I was going to say is, this is why some of the times you hear about those unalive and going on. Because people get tired of the mess here. People not honest. Like I said, it's too many secrets here. People want to hide what they do, but they want to interrogate you about what you do here. And people not going for it now. In some instances here, you actually see the death card. Some people maybe feel like they're pushed to this part nowadays because they're tired of the Seven of Swords energy here. Yeah, but I bet you got beautiful stage presence though, Stephanie. I feel like you'll be just fine. Especially if the opportunity presents itself, you're supposed to be there. And sometimes you have to create the opportunity. But if you step out, honey, and you do it, then I believe you're gonna be successful one way or the other, Stephanie. I do believe that. See, it's always about another lover here. That's the problem. Too many people getting in and out the freaking bed. The bed, y'all got a little twin size bed, and y'all trying to bring 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 folks in the bed. But people are leaving. Not only are people ending them, but they're ending people. Check it out, y'all. Nowadays, people can't handle the cheating and the lying, the third party. Some people can't handle it now, and they taking out folks. I'm just saying, but people would do that. That's why you cannot play with folks' emotions now, because you don't know the person you get involved with. You don't know just how wounded they are. They could be wounded by somebody who did the same thing to them that you're trying to do to them again, and you may be the last person that do that to them, y'all. And I see a lot of that too. I'm just saying here. I'm telling you what the cards say. People can't handle it here, because I feel like people want long-term relationships now. See, the Hierophant. People want committed relationships now. They don't want the mess, or at least be honest about it. But I feel like people want relationships too, Scorpio. I mean, I'm saying Scorpio. This is collective over here. See, I got Scorpio on my brain all the time. Spirit Wise is Page of Swords here for the collective. I used it. Okay. Page of Swords. Y'all hear dirt. You know, dirt is serious minded, ain't it, y'all? He's a gentleman. Dirt is so gentlemanly. He said, look, I be outside all goddamn day, goddamn. I don't need to do nothing else. Stop trying to stop trying to overwork me. Y'all women get on my goddamn nerve. We men, we get tired too, okay? now we got to go out here and try to lift the elephants and things. I done worked hard all day, and they come in here a bunch of females, and they trying to get me to go out here and lift elephants. I told you they be cheating or sneaking around, but they trying to see who you giving it to. See there? See how they do the game with the Page of Swords and this Queen of Wands energy? Good evening, Christian. You with dirt. Absolutely. I totally agree too. That's true. That's true, but I didn't hear Dirt say that. I think Dirt has someone, but I'm just saying Dirt seems to be a gentleman. I mean, you know, but I feel like that could fall for anybody here. Anybody should be waiting instead of jumping into something now, because it's not worth it. You don't know who you're getting involved with if you don't give it time to develop on its own. But somebody always watching you, somebody's always watching you, someone always think that you're beautiful because they trying to see what's under their skirt. See that? See, that's what it's about. They watching you, but behind the scenes they doing something else. You see that? They want to keep tabs on you, but they ain't right. Sometimes that's their guilty conscience. What they say, why you sneaking in somebody back door, somebody else is sneaking in yours. Is I feel like it be tit for tat, y'all, and then it be so much tit for tat in these relationships to somebody eventually snaps with this death card because of their choices in relationships with this Lover's card and this Three of Cups. See? This is why there's judgment on the land now, because a lot of people are wounded, but everybody's still in search of love instead of healing themselves. And people not healing. They looking after you and they're lusting. They're carnal minded when they know they need to be trying to get their own house in order and heal somewhere, but they rather chase after something else. And then that means the next person that they meet, they're going to take them through the same unnecessary situations too. Okay, Spirit say you need to guard yourself and be more guarded towards this person. But whoever's watching you, feel like you're guarded here. Maybe Spirit is telling you maybe you should be more guarded. Oh, congratulations, Dirt. Y'all, ladies, Dirt said he's newly single and he happy at the moment, okay? So we so I'm just saying, take it easy on Dirt okay though. Dirt is a soldier here. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to keep your guards up, make them work for it, get to know them. No need to rush. You don't have to rush into nothing. In fact, sometimes you got to be kind of cold about it, whether you masculine or feminine here in this Queen of Swords energy. Sometimes, it's a doggone shame here, but I feel like this Nine of Wands also can protect you too. Because if you're not guarded some kind of way, people would totally run over you, won't they? They'll think you're a fool then. Ain't that something? Then they want to victimize you all because you a nice guy. Ain't that some crap? But that's just seem that's what it is. But sometimes Spirit's telling somebody here, but I feel like somebody already get the picture about you. They checking you out and trying to see what you doing because they behind the scenes doing something they ain't got no business doing. And somebody about to come unalive over here because they creeping in somebody else's back door here. I'm telling you, people ain't playing about their feelings no more. And then just think about it. It's almost as if it wasn't bad enough that you're sneaking around on somebody, but some folks have the nerve to be at somebody's house with it. That's dangerous here. That's why you got the death card for somebody. I'm telling you. So they watching you because they behind the scenes doing something they shouldn't be doing. I understand that, Dirt. I understand that. But you know what? I feel like you're doing the right thing. I feel like anytime anyone gets out of a situation, no one should, because the old what was the name of Neanderthal way of thinking is the quickest way to get over one relationship is to get under another one. No, you're constantly creating other soul ties. Then that is the perfect thing to do, is to stay to yourself, heal, get your own energy right, because it's no fun giving, and no one gives back. I get that. And if you go through enough of those relationships, you'll learn how to keep your guards up too. So I'm not mad at that. Sometimes you have to be a itch about it. Sometimes you have to be a bitch about it. Here, I was going to play my daughter's song real quick. Sometimes you have, people may think that you bitchy. Folks may think that you weird. But you have every reason to protect yourself. In other words, who wants to be hurt trying to love somebody? So I feel like if you guard it up and you got your defenses up here, you're doing very good. Of course you had to, and I can imagine how hard it was. We know, especially if you're a Scorpio, Dirt, I know. I feel like that's part of our journey too, is knowing how much to give in and when to let go. And I feel like that's the hardest thing to do, is to let go. That's the hardest thing to do, is to let go of somebody that you love. But I feel like the saying is true. Let something go. If it's yours, it's meant to be. If not, Spirit has something better for you. A lot of times our heart is not ready to receive that. But think about all of the other relationships. I know there's been another relationship that you felt like you wasn't going to get over too, that probably hurt you to your core. But you got over it. True enough, you may have went on and got in another hurtful relationship, but you sure got over that one, and you'll get over this one too. And who knows? Who knows? Life has a funny way of changing around. You could very well get that person back when you both are in the right heart space to receive that relationship. So don't shut your heart down. That's who you are. Just guard yourself is what I feel like the lesson is. Don't ever stop being the loving person that you are. That ain't fair. No, that's not fair. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to be in your own loving energy. Don't deny yourself that. Just deny others. Just deny everybody else. Okay. Oh, baby, the Creator is more for you, Dirt, than those who are against you. That's what you got to tell yourself. Absolutely, because the Creator is more for you than those who are against you. It's just a test, and you will prevail. It's just a test. You will prevail. Just keep your energy right and keep on doing the right thing in spite of. Good guys do end first sometimes. It just depends on who you are and how you've been living. And I feel like you've sown some good seeds. I ain't saying you perfect, but I feel like that, it's going to come back around for you. The sun card, the moon card, things are going to be illuminated here. You see the sign, I'm going to let it play through. The sun is coming out here. The moon is coming out. What was once hidden is all coming to light. Is what Spirit is saying. You coming out of the darkness here. The sun always shine. Late night vibe. It's playing now. This one's on the house. It doesn't matter, Dirt. All you have to do is keep on being the best person you could possibly be. You get victory anyway. See, every time you elevate, it draws the attention. See, there go. You got a lot of tension. See, every time you elevate and you pull away from negativity, people can't handle it when you have power back in your own hands. When you end cycles, sometimes you have to end cycles. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, because this can affect you. This can represent so many things here. But I also see a lot of elevation happening too. I feel like a lot of things that may have had you afraid in the past, Spirit's about to boost you and give you new beginnings, happiness. Happiness is going to be replaced, fear, sadness, and you're going to get victory again. And once again, you're going to be in the limelight here. You got attention and victory on you here. It's almost like you are a winner. You just have to walk in it. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is the Nine of Swords. Someone's stressing about love. If you're tired of stressing about love, it's like somebody added this to this. This is not my This is not my playlist here. This is something else. Somebody added something else to that. I tell you, this is a trip how folks can manipulate your stuff because you in tune on they stuff. I know I didn't have all that on there. I know what I had. You got the Ace of Cups. Somebody stressed out about love. Oh, wow. Really? Somebody's stressing out about love, Victoria. How about we have a laugh? What's going to be funny about it? This could be a water sign. Somebody's stressed out about love here. And roast some marshmallows too, Dirt. A deer, you gonna get it or you don't? Okay. I'm trying to lay off meat anyway, though. Is it 4:00 p.m. there? Wow. It is 12:21 a.m. here. Absolutely, Christian, absolutely. Ace of Cups. Is somebody stressed out about love? You got this Knight of Cups here twice. Somebody's stressed out about giving you love because they may look at you like you don't give a crap about them, but I feel like whatever they were hiding from you, you know about it anyway. So you can't hide nothing nowadays anyway. You can't hide it. A lot of competitions, a lot of mess. New York, shout out to New York. Ashanti. I heard somebody saying that somebody's supposed to be getting some snow. See, once again, the world is being judged. These relate ice cold. I bet this world is being judged. Love is being judged. The relationships are being judged because most of these relationships are just hanging in limbo because people can't make up their mind and people not being honest here. And this is why a lot of people are ending these relationships, and in some instances they're ending the person here because some people are not mentally stable because they are wounded here. So it's really dangerous to love somebody now. You can't be playing with nobody's feelings, that's for sure. Wow, I bet it's so beautiful there too, Ashanti. Good morning, Cookie. What's up with this Eight of Wands here? That's a bunch of slow music. Three of Swords here. There's a lot of heartbreak and pain here too. I don't want to hear no love song. I guess it's time to put that off. I don't want to hear that. 2:22 a.m. and 3:33 a.m. 4:44 a.m. and I thought I'd have to wake up quick. Why you have them like that, Dirt? 2:22 3:33. You got it set up. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Is it cold where you're at, Dirt? I don't recall you saying. Or you said something about throwing something in the fireplace. Like I said, with some marshmallows too. Maybe some hot dogs. Do y'all eat hot dogs? Or is that just a South thing? The wheel of fortune. See, timing. The wheel is turning. See, all the people who are heartbroken are about to experience happiness and sunshine. Here's what's happening. Because people are making up their mind because they're waking into truths. They're waking up to reality and they're realizing that they don't have to settle for no mess. Especially people who got a sound mind, because some people, if they don't walk away from situations, it's going to end in disasters with this death card here. The time difference, obviously. Time differences, obviously, lady. No, not cold yet. Y'all get Dirt be talking that talk here. Are you prepping for winter? Oh, it's autumn here. I bet it's beautiful. That's not what it always means, though, Joyce. Don't count yourself out, baby, just because he's an idiot, okay? Don't take that on. You send that shit right on back over there to that Leo. That ain't for you. Just because you had some bad experiences with them. Sometimes you meet a person at a certain time in the relationship where they're growing up. And a lot of times they're growing up trying to figure out themselves just like you and I do too. But don't take it personal. And I know it feels personal. Anytime you're heartbroken, of course it feels personal. It hurts. But it's only a part of your lesson. But it's only a part to bring you to a higher ascension here. So that you won't be so vulnerable with your emotions here. And you won't take it so serious. And I know that that's what we do. We take love serious. We can't help it. We love love. And I ain't going to say we bad at it. I just feel like we meet people for lessons here. And we just hope that sometimes these lessons end up working out in our favor and end up standing the test of time here. But that's not your burden to take. You took a risk. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't mean you a bad person. Don't you say that, Miss Missy. You take that off of that. Don't you say that no more, Joyce. That's a lie right now. You're right about that. That is his loss. But you got guys are jerks now. They act like teenagers. Look at the. I mean, really look at the big picture of it. Look at how the energy is for the feminines here, And yeah, it could be the younger generation, but really just the females overall. They're out here. I'm just saying. They're living their best life here. They're running, I mean, their bodies are snatched up. That they out here with it. Most men who are carnal minded, who are not doing anything internally or not tuned in spiritually, that's what they're going to chase after, but that has no substance. So look, don't take the blame because your person was vain. That's his hang up, and he gonna find that soon enough, because everybody has to deal with it. Everybody has to be judged based on the deeds that they've done. Hopefully they can come to some awakening here, because it's just a lesson for them too. Just eat an apple. Do I keep putting in the energy to continue manifesting? Of course you do. You know you do. I look at it like this. If you're talking about a long distance relationship, I feel like, and now I'm just saying now, you still have to think logically too. If you're steady putting in energy and you're with somebody and it is a long distance relationship, if that person is not investing in you, because especially if you're in a long distance relationship, then that means that you have to do more talking. You have to do something to make up for that distance here. And if this person's not giving back into you, then I personally feel like you need to take your energy back, take back control. That's the quickest way to get anybody's attention, is when you no longer give it to them. That's just how we made like that. If they don't notice you, and if they don't notice your presence, they would notice your silence when you leave them. Ain't that weird? But that's just how it is. If they don't hear your presence, they would definitely hear your silence here. Really, Joyce? Wow. You like them young, huh? I see you. They're still really honest. It's just that it's just so much mess out here now. The only good people out here are the people who know what they want, I feel like, and has had experiences here. But I feel like anybody here who is lost in the flesh, but you can get you can get your flesh fed with someone in a relationship. I just feel like everybody just I can't say everybody, but I just feel like when it's time for it to happen, it's going to happen. Especially when you're not searching for it and you're not hovering around it. It has free will then. It has free reign. There's no distraction. There's nothing to agitate it or try to manipulate it. When you just step out of the way, go on about your business, find something else to entertain your energy, refocus your energy somewhere else, they always come back. That's how they come. I'm telling you that I don't know why, but that's just how it is. Absolutely, Dirt. Absolutely. Now, see that, Stephanie, you trying to get somebody fat, girl, but that show sounds good. Hot cocoa rum, wow. Cedar, cedar, not so much. Dirt said, "Go eat an apple." Yep. So that's probably why I miss you at nighttime when I be going live. Everybody at different times here. He came back a few hours ago. Good to surrender to the universe. He's mine, if true. Wow. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody is taking their time bringing in an offer here. Someone wants something stable and solid with you. Somebody's about to offer their love to you, as well as come in and try to build something too. The person here who I feel like could get hurt because they stepping out and they just sneaking in folks' back doors and somebody finna sneak in theirs. Somebody gonna get hurt in a situation I see. But I feel like if you've disconnected, you're standing your ground and you're moving on, then you have another opportunity. You have other opportunities coming your way in love, collective. But it's like you can only get away with sneaking around and being secretive for so long it catches up with you anyway. Hangman, somebody's gonna be stuck. Somebody's gonna be caught with their pants down. Somebody gonna get caught with their pants down because they just wouldn't stop cheating. I feel like they just wouldn't stop sneaking around here. Is what I feel like. And it may not end good with that death card. That's what I keep seeing. Somebody here who couldn't keep their wand in their pants. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or somebody could end up getting in trouble for it. Absolutely, Stephanie. Are you serious, Dirt Biker? Dirt Bike, I thought you was a Scorpio. Are you serious? No, see, Joy, see, now that's the thing I'm finna tell you. They already know what they want. Don't think that they don't know what they want. They already know what they want when they get you. That's the kicker. That's why we supposed to take our time. We don't rush in with that. But usually they come in the Knight of Cups, sweeping you off your feet, telling you the things you want to hear. Please believe when a man is approaching a woman, he already know what he want. He already know what he want. And he's gonna tell you what you want to hear usually. Oh, you say it's a Gemini. Okay, it's a Gemini. Okay, I said I'm a Gemini. My bad. They gonna interfere with your heart just because they want to have you. You got that. You got the Ace of Pentacles too. Somebody got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands coming their way. Somebody got some love and somebody got something coming their way, something good. Especially if you've ended something here. If you've ended something and you may find yourself guarded here, somebody's going to come and you're going to be able to let your guards down here because you're going to feel safe, I feel. You got Leo energy, you got Scorpio energy, Gemini energy, Aries energy, Pisces energy, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Sagittarius with this Temperance here. Because I feel like a lot of times you're so wounded to the point where you won't let nothing in and nothing goes out. So you have to, somebody's going to bring balance back. Because I feel like, when you deal with heartbreak, it creates an imbalance. So balance has to be restored before you can go try something new. It's gonna come out anyway. You can't fool it. It's gonna come out. But you know what, Joyce? I also feel like there's no need for people to lie. It's gonna come out anyway, don't it? It always come out. The truth always comes out. See, with this Moon card and this Sun card, you got the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. The truth always comes out, and you're just avoiding someone getting hurt either now or later, but it comes out anyway. Spirit say there's nothing too hidden that will not be revealed here. Truth is always available. So I feel like people should meet you and say, but see, somebody coming in here, they want a commitment. They should just see you and say, look at little mama, I know you probably think I'm the scum of this world. I know you think I ain't nothing, but I just keeps it real. I keeps it real. You sure is pretty, you're fine, you got childbearing hips, your show is gorgeous. I ain't looking for nothing serious now. I ain't ready for that now, but I sure would like to take you out and maybe we can hang out sometime. You know what I mean now. You know what I mean. I mean, if they say that, then you can have the you get the right to say no. But now you don't know because they're gonna come in here and play these games, and they're gonna come in here and play these games, and then have you confused. But I guess that's why you have to give them time. Because, like I say, the right person is coming in to put their work in. They're not going to be persistent with you. They're not going to try to hurry up and get what they want out of the deal. No, this is, you see, I realize this at my age is that there's always been red flags there. There will always be red flags. Call it your intuition, but it's always a no there. It's just that we as people, especially loving people, and especially something that we really want, sometimes we actually go against our better judgment and we do something anyway in spite of what we know that we've already saw. Because a lot of times you see the warnings there, but it's something that's enticing about that person or that situation that makes you go on and step out on a leap of faith here with this fool card, and you end up getting your heart broken here, and then you want to hurt everybody. But Spirit say that's okay, because I got a new opportunity coming in here for you. I have a good love that's coming in here that's going to bring you some love. See, you got the Knight of Cups coming into the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Cups coming into the Knight of Cups. Someone could be a little bit younger than you, but I feel like this is someone here who's in search of love here. You got the Knight of Cups twice, and then you're going to have a new opportunity in love here. And you can, and I feel like this is destiny. This is fate. This is supposed to be. Sometimes you have to go through the heartbreak in a other situation in order for you to really, 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 really know yourself. Really acknowledge what you really desire in a relationship, because now you get to look at all the things that happened in your past relationship, and you may not know everything, but you're going to know something. You're going to know some things you don't want no more, or you're going to learn some things that you've figured out that you do want. And I feel like these relationships, they don't come to break us down, y'all. They don't. It's a part of our lessons to make us stronger and wiser in love and in decisions. Because it's not just about love. It's your decision making from an emotional place. As long as your emotions, because people try to play on your emotions here. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, if you were heartbroken by somebody because of their deceit, because of their lies, there's judgment coming down now. And now it's time for you to be happy. And because the wheel is turning in your favor, and now you're going to go from sadness to happiness in a beautiful relationship here. And then, like I say, somebody's going to put their work in this relationship because they want to be with you. And they're coming with the real love here. And you won't be stressed out in that bed alone no more, goddamn, because somebody coming in here to build a life with you. And that's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. You want them? Who's to say you're not gonna get them? But I feel like you need to play your cards right. Make him step his game up, Victoria. I'm just saying. You appreciate it in the end, and even if you have to walk away, you may have to walk away, because what is better? Your dignity, your emotions, your worth. You have to learn that you're worth more than what someone gives you. You deserve more than crumbs. And sometimes if you don't set strong boundaries, look, sometimes if you don't set strong boundaries, then this person will keep on coming to you in this same energy. In the Knight of Wands energy, somebody here who is out for a good time, or somebody here who is not ready to settle down here. Somebody here who will always have multiple lovers around here. You got to stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. You know your worth. You deserve somebody to love you and only you. Spirit says sometimes you got to get, because somebody is going to always be observing you. Let them see a different you, so they know to come differently with you here. Let them see you like this. Let them see you sitting here popping your gum with your arms folded. God dang it. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it so easy for them, because obviously they're going to always be turned on by you, because this is how men approach women from a physical perspective. They appreciate you first by what they see before they can acknowledge you on an emotional level. Not all men, but the men who's out for one thing, pretty much, this is how they look at you. So put your guards up. Don't play that ish with them and make them up their game, or they shouldn't get anything. I'm just saying, you deserve better than that. Because imagine how you feel if you go all in and then they turn around and do the same thing again. You're going to feel bad, and you're going to have to continue to start all over again. And then the healing process is going to start all over again. And you're going to start blaming yourself for giving in to this person when you already knew that this person was up to no good. And sometimes, and I know sometimes you don't want to hear it, but sometimes the best thing and the only thing is going to be that you're going to have to walk away and let it go, baby, in order to get something better. Sometimes you got to walk away in order to get something better, because there is always something better. Not no if, but there is always something better. You just have to believe you deserve better, because if you don't, they're going to keep on treating you the same way, and you're going to get tired of that. Like I said, I seen that death card. This is why a lot of these relationships are ending like that, in death, in unaliving, because people keep playing the mind games, and people emotions can't handle it anymore, because people are tired of being played on an emotional level. People are dealing with mental issues. They're dealing with real life things, and people feel like it's unnecessary to lie to me. If you don't want what I want, why come to me? People are paying with their lives for it now. So you never know that last little heartbreak could possibly be someone's last heartbreak here, if you don't take control over it for yourself, at least, anyway, because you're the only one you can change is yourself. Probably so, Victoria, and that's probably why they're watching you now. They're watching you in this beautiful Queen of Wands energy do your thing, but you got somebody new coming your way if you allow it to happen. But I feel like you shouldn't really be focusing on nobody new, because you ain't got over him anyway. Of course, you uplifted him. That's usually what you do in the relationship. So that you don't look, no shade, but you don't get no brownie points for doing what you're supposed to do in a relationship with somebody that you care for. That's what you're supposed to have done. That's exactly what you're supposed to have done, even if they did not give it back. So don't be hard on yourself. Your seeds are not in vain. Your seeds will grow into something beautiful for you. Just be prepared to stand strong, because if you don't, it's not going to end right. You're going to be, it's not good. It's going to affect you here. See, Victoria, listen to what Dirk just said. Okay, now that's a man, that's a masculine right there. Listen to what he said. He know how it go. Check what Dirk Biker said, Victoria. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate you, my love. You too, my love. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call it a night. It's I've been on here an hour. I love you guys so much. I really do appreciate you, Dirk, for coming over here. You are so interested. I love all of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. You say you done saved him, Victoria. Victoria, you done saved him. Oh my God, Victoria, I would love to talk to you too, because I feel like you over there talking some mad ish. That's what happens when you done did so much and it's not reciprocated. I get you, my love. But Victoria, you also sound like a very, very intelligent, strong person here. So just keep on moving forward, darling. Something good is at the end of all of this. Even perhaps that same person. But as long as you're staying away from that person, you've already won. You've already won. Thank you too, Joyce. I appreciate you stopping by. You guys have an awesome evening. I love each and every one of you. May you guys have a fantastic work week. May you stay protected and provided for. May you stay in high vibrational energy. And may magical, beautiful, lovely things happen to each and every one of you. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, you guys.